Listen, I know I've been MIA. I've been gone. I apologize. All right. Just got back from a cruise, which was great. But now we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. I've been going crazy on the YouTube lately. So please, if you're not already subscribed, go check that out. Quincy Q2K. Y'all know the handle everywhere. But enough of the commotion. We're here to get right into it. We're here to get right into it, people. I hope you guys are enjoying your time right now. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. This is My Honest Take, the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need with your host, Quincy. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your Monday. Listen, I want to take this time, like I said, to just thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have been showing constantly on the podcast, on the YouTube channels. It's been amazing, you know, just constantly seeing the growth that we have been making, the waves that we have been making. It's been incredible, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. So I truly do appreciate you guys constantly for always showing that immense support for me. So I do appreciate that for sure. Now, like I said, in the beginning, like I said, I was on a cruise, okay? So I couldn't get y'all the podcast right then and there. I was going to be late. I said, you know what? Let's just save it. Let's just wait extra week. I'm not gone. I'm not slacking. Trust me, I've just been on vacation. Now, I'm not someone who really posts all my stuff. Hey, I'm going to be gone. I need to start. Now I got this whole podcast going. I got YouTube going. I need to start being a little bit more proactive. So I do apologize. All right. I'm man enough to admit my faults. But yeah, I've been out enjoying just time with the fam, man. And like I said, I do apologize for missing that week. But now that I'm back, we got a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to talk about. All right. So sit back, relax, make sure you got your water, make sure you got your snacks. All right. If you're going to work, let's make sure we have a good day. If you're on break, let's make sure we enjoy the rest of the day. If you're just listening to me just to listen to me, I appreciate you. You're a real MVP. All right. Where do we start? Where do we start? Well, I will tell you where we start. Mr. Tory Lanez, people. We're starting with Mr. Tory Lanez. Now, why are we starting with Tory Lanez? Well, because this news is monumental. All right. What I mean by that is we have an issue, okay, going on. And the issue that's going on is we don't know who to trust no more. All right, we don't know who to trust. We got media outlets saying Tory did this. We got media outlets saying Megan did this. We're going to dive into that. But let's start with what we can know or what we do know. All right. Tory Lanez, as we know, is in prison, I believe, serving a 10-year sentence, 5-year or 10-year sentence, right? I believe he did already 2 years, 3 years already down. No incidents, no fights, nothing like that. He's been making music. He dropped his album from there. He's been good. They said great spirits, everything fine. But out of nowhere, he gets stabbed 14 times. 14 damn times. First off, I didn't even think he was going to live. This is no jokes. This is no bullshit, people. I didn't even think he was going to live. 14 times. I think they said like 2 in the back of the head, couple in the back, the stomach, arms. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Now, of course, it was a shank. We all know that. You can't have no fucking knife in prison. If they do, then that's kind of insane. But we know he got stabbed, right? Now, the reason I say that is because people be like, oh, he should have died then. 14 times with a knife, you're dead. It's a shank. It's not going to be as sharp as an actual knife, but you can make that bitch sharp, all right? Now, I'm not saying that from personal experience. Chill. But you can make it sharp. Now, like I said, with him getting stabbed, it raised a bunch of red flags. Okay, from why out of nowhere did he get stabbed? Had no incidents. Why is this happening during this whole case still ongoing with Megan from her putting, restraining orders on him and all that? It made you start thinking, right? Now, people were saying, well, look, it's Rock Nation. It's Jay-Z. They pulling the strings. That's what they're doing, right? People were pointing that out. Now, you know me, I'm into my conspiracies, but at first I didn't want to believe it. I need more evidence. But we're gonna get to it. That's gonna make y'all be like, okay, hold on, time out. All right, hold on, time out. So he is stabbed, bam. Megan ends up posting her story, Tory, leave me alone. You're a psychopath. Yes, you shot me. I don't know why people try to defend you. Da da da. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm done talking about it, right? This brother's not even mentioning you. He's in ICU trying to recover. He had a respirator and all that. I believe he's breathing on his own now, but it's like, bruh, he wasn't even thinking about you. All right, my man's trying to fight for his life, and you telling him to leave you alone. He didn't even do nothing. They ain't just kicking him when he's down now. At this point, he didn't even do nothing. Come on now. So here's the part where, like I said, stuff started getting fishy. So after all that happened, we start seeing the bodyguard that was there with Kelsey and all them saying, "Hey, listen, I saw it. Um, you know, um, Kelsey's the one that shot her, or Tory didn't shoot. Um, I know for a fact Tory didn't do it. Pretty much just saying like, yo, Tory's good." So then it makes you think again. So hold on. So this information was already knowledge, right? And he gets stabbed because they probably didn't want that to come out, right? That's where you got your conspiracy theories coming in. Oh, he got stabbed because that information they didn't want to leak. Oh, we had to silence him. Da da da. You know how it is. So that came out. Then you have a petition going, if you sign it, to get the governor to free him. It had like 200,000 signatures in like a couple hours, right? So we know Tory got the motion there. Then you have another governor coming on Twitter saying, "Hey, listen, we have evidence that can free or clear Tory's name. The doorbell ring camera, it shows the proof. Didn't do nothing. When you hear it, when you see it, da da da." It's crazy, right? It's crazy. So here's the part where it's like, now we need to know what's going to happen, because as we know, people are going to tell you up, right, left, and down, left, right, up, down. Y'all know it. Oh, Tory should have just said what he had to say while he was in court. He should have never been quiet. Oh, it's Tory's fault. He should never did that. There's so much that goes into court lawsuits, y'all. There's going to be times where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing to protect myself, or like, I'm going to speak up to protect myself. There's so many scenarios that can happen, because this is like one of those things. Is like, yo, whatever you say can, what they say in Miranda rights, whatever you say do can, or maybe use in the court of law. It's the same thing in the courtroom. Whatever you say is, they gonna listen to it, they gonna catch on, but even from there, we should have all knew from the jump when Kelsey had immunity. How you get immunity from this whole thing, bro? It's crazy. So for everybody who's saying, free Tory, right? And everybody getting upset. Oh, y'all just hate Megan. No. Why? We just looking at the evidence like you, and this is what we're able to come up with. You know what I mean? This is what we're able to see. I'm just saying, if there's no DNA and evidence on the gun and everything like that, how are we just gonna throw him in jail? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. There's no evidence on there that says he did it. So from us looking at it, I mean, that's common sense. He ain't touch it. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense. But like I said, with all this news now coming out, now we got to see what's going to happen with this evidence. Is this going to be enough where they can take him out? Is this going to be enough where we could look at it and say, you know what, overruled, he's good, get him out of his sentence, award him with some money for putting him in there for so long? What's going to happen with Megan? Is she going to get jail time? Is she going to have a fine to pay? You know what I mean? Because she didn't really sue him for the shooting. The lawyers and everybody pushed that. I believe it was for something else and the restraining order. You know what I'm saying? Common knowledge. Look it up. Right? But now if we look at it, can Tory sue for defamation of character? Can he sue for emotional damage, physical altercation that he ended up getting into? Could he countersue? Could he win? I'm telling y'all, if y'all know the law and you know how to work it, you could win a lot. You could win a lot. So we got to see what happens now with this whole Megan and Tory thing. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. All right. Now, don't forget, I told y'all people were having conspiracies about Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Boy, they work fast. They work fast. All right. We already saw the whole Holly Bailey situation. You know what I'm saying, with DDG. We've seen that. If you don't know who DDG is, just a popular streamer, rapper, YouTuber, who ended up making it big on the scene and ended up dating Haley Bailey, right? Or Holly Bailey, I should say, right? And they put the whole little case out, he's an abuser, don't want him with my kid, the whole enchilada of what we usually see. All right. And DDG is and you know what I'm saying, they with Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? They got contracts there. So that was interesting to see that. Like, hold on. Somebody else with Rock Nation. We saw Meg, she's with Rock Nation. So it's like they're trying to protect certain people. So DDG's gotta go down. Because Haley, Holly's with Rock Nation, right? So then let's move forward. Chris Brown ends up posting on Instagram, yo, free Tory. Free my man's Tory. Boy, a day and 2 days later, I believe, he's in jail. You can't make it up, bro. Now, apparently, he got there because of some altercation he got into. But it makes you wonder what was the altercation about and what the guy say, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Because now you're adding fuel to the conspiracy theories. Because now they're like, yo, Jay-Z sent somebody over there. It's crazy. It's crazy. You had other streamers talking about the whole DDG situation, and people felt like, oh, yo, Rock Nation on me. They about to take me down. It's funny that these conspiracies start, but some of them make sense. And these are one of the few where I'm like, damn, that kind of makes sense. Y'all know how these regulators do, how these higher ups do. They'll try to protect who they need to protect, any means necessary. All right, by any means necessary, people. So seeing that was kind of interesting, but I believe now Chris Brown was out on bond for a lot too, like 6.8 million or some shit. That was crazy. All right, so but he's out. And like I said, it's just interesting seeing all this unfold, people. It's interesting to me to see how all this is unfolding. So we got to keep track of this. What's going on with the Tory situation? If he's ever going to get free, what's going to go on with this? We got to keep track, people, because it's going to get spicy. It's going to get spicy. But you know what else is spicy? Louisiana chicken. Popeyes. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Am I hungry? Yeah, I already ate. But let me tell you why I mentioned that. Because we had some inmates from New Orleans, Louisiana, okay, who ended up escaping from jail. Now, this is hilarious. This whole situation is hilarious because they escaped, right? Hear me out. They escaped, y'all, and put on the, like, by the toilet, like, way too easy, something like that, something crazy. That was funny to me. Now they taunting y'all like, bro, this is too easy. It's way too easy. We got out of here, right? So they ended up escaping. I want to say it was 10 of them. I believe they said 8 or 10 people who escaped, right? And you can see the footage of them running out, which was funny because one of them split the pole and he was the only one that fell. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. I'm trying to tell y'all better be careful on the poles. But they ended up escaping. Here's the funny part. Why damn near all of them got captured already? Like, how do you escape and then go places where you're gonna get caught? Why don't you try to get out of there? Try to hide. Y'all hiding spots were terrible. Did y'all not play hide and seek as kids? Y'all must have never played hide and seek as kids, because why are y'all hiding in the most obvious spots? Why y'all staying in the same places that you live already? Like, oh, I lived here, got arrested here. Let me go back there. Well, for what? Why? It's a manhunt now for y'all. You're gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Why all y'all then leave together and go somewhere, lock it down, keep watch. They don't know how to do it, man. They ain't know how to do it. But it was interesting seeing that, man. And it just goes to show, like, these breakouts and stuff happen all the time. It's just some of them don't get reported. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you also wonder, why is our jail cell and our jail system so fucked in layman's terms? Why? Because if you look at places like Norway, Greenland, Finland, Sweden, all these places that have jail cells and facilities like that, right? It's like a damn house. You got a bed, you got a TV, a nice bathroom, shower. It's your own personal little apartment. Yeah, you're away from everybody, but you still feel homey. You feel cozy. You don't feel like a caged animal. Because what people keep forgetting, the reason our jail system rarely works is because we're humans. We adapt, right? If you put us in an environment where we have to survive and we feel caged in, guess what? We're going to adapt to that. We're going to feel like animals. We're going to get used to it. That's why when you see when most people get out of jail, they keep the same mannerisms that they learned in jail. That's not like, oh, a coincidence. Nah. If you were born in damn Alaska and then live in New York or Philly for 10 years, people would think you were born there. You're going to pick up the mannerisms. You're going to act how they act, talk like they talk. It's funny because you could hear someone talking like, damn, he got that accent from there. And he won't even be born there. It's the same thing with jail, man. You pick up what we see. We pick up what we see. We mimic it. We act like it. So these jail cells, yeah, it's gonna make people want to escape. It's gonna make people want to fight people. It's gonna make people want to stab people because you got them stuck in there, yo. You gotta change it. It's what jail's supposed to be is reforming to bring them back into society. Okay, you murdered someone, or hey, you did this, you got 10 years. All right. While we're doing this, once out the week, you come over here, talk to other people, learn how to be better in society. You know what I'm saying? Once a week, you'll do this, do that, whatever. So you still feel at home. You're not going to feel trapped in there, but at least you're learning how to get back into society. So now, of course, people say the downside is, oh, you're not going to learn if you give them a nice bed and all that. They'll be okay. No, because it's still a mental thing. You're away from family. You're away from friends. You can't leave when you want to. You know what I mean? You can't just come and go. Some places have open cells where they could go in they cell and out they cell when they please. Some places do that. So it's like, yeah, you can have some type of freedom, but you're still away from people you love, care about. Now, let's say you have nobody. Well, then that's a little different. You're still gonna feel trapped though, because it's like, damn, I really want to be back outside to the real world. I want some Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I want to go to that football game. I want to go see that. You're gonna think about stuff. But because you don't feel like a caged animal, you're not going to go as crazy as a regular American jail cell, dog. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Like Alcatraz Island, no. We need to keep those. We need to keep those for the big dogs. Like the ones who really be like going ham. Yeah, no, we need to keep those. Those jail cells we keep. But these little ones that you see people keep escaping, man, I feel like we're not building it good enough either. Anyway, you had 10 of them escape like it was nothing. I'm trying to tell you, that's funny to me. Because they all just scrambling out of there just looking like some black ass tumbleweeds just rolling out of there. They were not playing around. But I'm telling you, but like I said, even then, you guys got to think about it. They were doing stupid stuff. One of them was just sleeping on the bench outside, got caught. What the hell? What the hell? Like, come on, y'all. One of them went on IG Live with his crew and said, I'm fresh out. Brother, what are you doing? What are you doing? At least wait till the manhunt die down. Wait till, like it's been a year, 2 years, and nobody, okay, do it then. We might have forgot about you. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably not going to care no more. Damn, it's been 2, 3 years. I can't bring it back in. It's over with. He's free. Let him be free. Like, boy, I try to tell you. It's something about these people, boy, that make me wonder. But what else makes me wonder, okay? The one thing that really makes me wonder is the outrageous stuff I've been seeing for prom. Now, first off, shout out to everybody who's been to prom. Shout out to anybody who's taking their kids, significant other, date, friends, whatever it may be, to prom, whatever it may be, okay? Shout out to all y'all. Why do y'all do the most for prom? All right. Now, I understand everybody gets one prom. Some people get two, juniors and seniors. Sometimes you guys can get two. depending on if you're going with friends and all that. Friends, you get the ticket, whatever. Sometimes they do a junior prom. Most of the time, it's just seniors, right? But maybe you could go twice, all right? But why do y'all go so hard? Now, like I said, I understand, but what I mean is y'all dress like it's the Met Gala, okay? Y'all dress crazy. But when it comes to other events, that's some high significance, y'all don't be dressing crazy. You know what I mean? Y'all don't be getting nice and, you know what I'm saying? But listen to me. Here's what I mean though. For prom, yeah, you could dress nice, look real good, but you don't need to go balls to the wall. You could go all out. Rent the limo, nice little suit, little gold accents, you know what I'm saying? Looking hot, looking fly. Girl could come through, nice, super slick dress. She's looking good, hair done, makeup, cool. You're looking good. But why the hell are you going viral for wearing a prom dress made entirely of $100 bills? And why is your man have the tailor suit with $100 bills going on the seams and shit? For what? For what? You are a walking lick, mamas. You are a walking lick. We are going to take your dress and we're leaving. Your man's ain't gonna do nothing about it, because guess what? He can't bring the strap in prom. He can't bring it in there, so I'm robbing both of y'all. You're getting jumped. Give me that suit. Give me your dress. You better have something else underneath, because I'm taking your money. Like, this is what I'm saying. The stupidity in some people makes me wonder why. Now, maybe the place she was going to was safe. Maybe they weren't trying to hit the licks, or maybe she's good. But still, what's the point? $100 bills? Bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I would have took this girl. Or not even that. Let me show you how I would have one up them. Let me show you how I one up them, right? If I would have seen them too, right? With that on, I'd be like, yo, is her dress $100 bills? Yeah, it's $100 bills. Yeah. I'd be like, damn, that's kind of crazy, you know? So you're like, yeah. Now I like your outfits too, though. Your girl outfit look good too. I'm like, yeah. I was thinking about doing $100 bills, but I ain't do it. Oh, why not? Because my lady's priceless. Come on, y'all. And listen, free classes to learn how to spit game coming soon. I got the book coming out, Spitting Game for Dummies. Y'all gonna like it, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's coming out soon. But like I said, it makes you wonder, what are we doing? There was another person, I believe they said it was a school dance, one from prom, I believe. Just a regular school dance, or I gotta find it again, y'all. Do we have that? I don't know if we have it. But, bro, this man made it look like a movie. Had a drone shot flying up in the air and shit. I said, bro, are we really doing that? Brother had a whole drone shot. Man, look. I'm trying to tell y'all. You had an 18-year-old propose to his girl before he took her to prom. Now listen, hey, you can't judge people on love. But damn, bro, you 18. Calm down, brother. Relax. You had a little bit more time left, but hey, you want to go all out? Do you? I hope everything lasts. I don't want to wish bad on people. But like I said, this is one of those things that makes you really wonder, because every time prom comes around, you always see people in the most lavish shit. The Rolls Royce, the lamb, the limo, gold, everything. They be dressed and dripped out. Now, what people keep forgetting, most of that shit is rented. Most of that shit is not theirs. Let's keep it a buck, people. If you see someone who says that it's theirs, 9 times out of 10 they're fucking lying. They're lying. You ain't got that Rolls Royce. You're sitting in the garage. You were waiting for this day. No, you were not. Stop it. You know what I mean? So you guys gotta think about that, man. But like I said, people go so hard doing the most outlet. Bro, one of them took a damn plane or a helicopter to prom. What the hell are we doing? You took a helicopter, bro? You don't need to do all that. What was the point? To show up? Yeah, man, that's me. Show up in a helicopter for tomorrow to everybody to just go on about their day? What did you expect us to say? Oh my gosh, no way. You, bro, remember last night, bro, you came out in a helicopter? Okay, yeah, I might say that. But guess what? Next week, I'm not saying that. I'm forgetting about it. Yeah, you put that in a helicopter, cool. I'm not spending all that on prom. I got a car. Just take the car. I'm gonna dress nice. I'm gonna dress real nice. But guess what? I got my car. It's got gas already in there. I'm good. It's madness, bro. Y'all be going too hard for prom, man. Y'all be going too hard. Way too hard. For some of y'all tonight, to be with the person you took the prom with in the future. This is madness, yo. This is madness. No, I'm not hating, man. I'm not hating because I've been to my prom. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was nice. It was a cool little spot. I mean, well, nothing too crazy while I was over there. Yeah, it's the best night of my life, and I was cool. It was cool. But I don't know. Y'all be going too hand for me. Y'all be going too hand for me. Now, in other news, people, y'all know I do my little fast, little minute news. Ooh, hold on now. Minute news? Nah, because I can't talk about it in a minute. Let's go 5 minute or less news. That's what we're going to call it. Where I run through some things that I didn't feel was worthy enough to get a full 20-10 minute talk. But it's still some good topics that I think we could hit. Yeah, we 5 minute or less news edition. That's what we're going to call it. That's for today. All right, maybe that sticks. Maybe that sticks. I told y'all we were still working on it. I still don't know it yet, but maybe that's going to be it. So let's jump right to it, man. Listen, a woman has filed for divorce, people, after ChatGPT analyzed her husband's coffee to suggest that he's cheating. If you're divorcing your husband from AI, it's out of control. AI is out of control. We need to shut it down. We need to shut it down. My man's got caught up because of AI. Even if it's true, AI needs to be shut down because he was probably doing good too. He was probably keeping it low key, undercover, and ChatGPT said, hell no. If you look at the coffee, the steam should have already been good. That's what it was doing. It was analyzing the shit. Yeah, the coffee will be out for 6 hours. If it really was out for 6 hours, it would be cold. Put a thermometer in it. It should be under 48 degrees. If it's not, he's lying. What? What? Boy, ChatGPT was on his ass. If I found him, I'm suing ChatGPT, dog. Emotional distress and emotional damages. I'm suing. I don't give a damn. But hey, she divorced him, so I'm assuming he was cheating. And hey, damn, bro, you got caught up by AI. How you get caught up by AI, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Imagine telling your friends that, bro, your girl divorced you. Yeah, man. Found you were cheating. Yeah, how? Bruh, I got caught by Chat GPT. Like, imagine telling them that, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Man, listen. Lawsuits. That's all I would tell you. A TikToker by the name of Valeria Marquez. If I said that wrong, I apologize. She was shot and killed while live streaming from her beauty salon. Rest in peace, her soul. Listen, the fact that shit like this happens is crazy because apparently it was a hit, man. Apparently it was a hit. Someone said, yo, I need you to go eliminate. They did what they had to do. That is insane that that's still a thing. And where it's mostly common at is South America, your Brazils, your Spains, you know what I'm saying? Like places like that, even Mexico, shit. People walk up and just bam, you're toast. But that's what they're saying. It was a hit, and that is insane. She was live while it happened, so people did witness that. And I think for some people, that's a traumatizing experience to realize, oh shit, this can happen to anyone. And number two, imagine that was one of your favorite TikTokers. It's like, damn, like I just saw this happen. So I hope the family does get closure from this, to try to find some type of peace and happiness, because I know that is a rough time to lose somebody close to you like that, whether that was a girlfriend, daughter to some people, friend, and for most other people, a TikToker who was inspirations for some of y'all. So yeah, it's definitely something that is very crazy to think about, to say the least. So, like I always tell y'all, please always be safe. No matter where you're at, if things look wrong, if you get that gut feeling, it seems weird, get out of there. It's okay to leave. Like, people think you pussy for that. No, it's okay to leave. It's okay to run. It's okay to get the fuck up out of there. If you walk into a club and that shit look off, it's okay to leave. If you people about to, hey, you trying to fight? Nah, I look like y'all gonna jump me. It's okay to leave. You could take, it's just words. Yeah, you might get called all type of words when you get back to school or whatever. But guess what? You didn't get jumped, you didn't die, or you didn't get seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. A Minneapolis man says his son was lent an iPad from his teacher and opened it up. You see, you gotta see how I switch it out. Okay, no, for real. But a Minneapolis man says his son was lent an iPad from his teacher and opened it up to find a group of gay men having sex. I don't know what to say. Um, because would that be the teacher's fault? Would that be like, is that nobody's fault? Because you can't blame the teacher. I mean, hey, he's doing his thing on his free time, Or is that an iPad that someone left, or is one of the schools? Like, you see what I'm saying? We need more information there. We're assuming it's the teachers, I believe. I didn't get most information from there, but we're assuming it's the teachers. I mean, hey, you use my iPad. Like, do we know if he placed it there? Like, it's not. I need to go back and look at more information on this because it was vague. It was pretty vague. But if the teacher set this up, that's kind of weird, bro. Get him out of here. You're weird. You're gone. Let's see you later. Sorry. But now, if it's just the teacher forgot, can we really blame him? You know what I mean? Like, dead seriously. If he really forgot, oh yeah, no, you can use my iPad, man. Yeah, here, you don't do your math or whatever on there, play games if you want. Is it really the teacher's fault? Like, oh shit, I really forgot. There's been times we've all forgot that we had a tab open or something. It's like, oh shit, I forgot this. Hold on, let me go clear this out. So there's times where you're gonna have that happen. So do we really hold them responsible for that? That's a tough one. I don't even know. I would say no. I would say, because I mean, it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? Especially after, if, like I said, it was vague. We gotta know what else was said. Like, oh, teacher came up to the student, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't believe you saw that. I feel embarrassed. That was not for you. I'm so sorry. Whatever it may be, right? And we know it was honest, genuine, which nowadays is hard to tell. But if we know it was honest, genuine, it's like, it's a mistake, man. It's a mistake. I get it. It happens. Now, I can understand the outrage still. I could get it. Like, I definitely do. But it's like, he did it on his spare time. If he's doing that at the house, I mean, it's not interfere with the kids, nothing like that. Can't really hate him. Can't really blame him. I'm just saying. Just saying. An anti-porn app, right, by the name of Quitter seeks to buy OnlyFans and shut it down. I wanted to talk about that because this is very quick. The number one thing that sells in the world is porn. I doubt that OnlyFans will ever get taken down. There's a lot of money being made there. A fuck ton of money. We've seen the proof. I've seen a little trend. People saying, "Oh, these OnlyFans models don't really get paid." No, we've seen the proof for some people. No, they get paid, dog. They get paid. All right, they got money. All right, so I doubt that will happen. Now, most states are banning it, but there's always gonna be porn, dog, everywhere. You go on Twitter, you can find it, dog. So if porn fully does get shut down, there's gonna be apps where people allow it, bro. And there's gonna be apps. So we just gonna have to see what happens, but there's always gonna be there, bro. Always, y'all. And lastly, here's the funny thing about this one. This one still gets me. A pedophile that was living in Thailand, okay, kept his identity anonymous by using a swirl app. Apparently Interpol unswirled his face and he got arrested in 2007. And he now lives in Canada. So that last part is why I brought this up. He now lives in Canada. How did he get out? You know what I'm saying? Like, pedophiles are some of the lowest diabolical people in the world. Leave the kids alone. I told you guys that multiple times. Leave the kids alone. No matter what it is, we leave the kids alone and the elderly people. This brother here is free. He's free. First off, he used a swirl app. You're dumb as hell, first off. They were able to do that. And now you're in Canada. What the hell is he doing there? We should have stoned his ass to death. That's what we should have did. I believe we should bring back stoning. Yeah, let's bring it back. Fuck it. Because everybody always says, oh, it needs to be humane. You know, if someone's gonna get the death penalty, it needs to be humane. Why? Some people need to feel it. Some people need to suffer, bro. Some of these people, we're doing it the most humane way. For what though? For what? Some people want to see that pain. And it sounds insane. It's like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. Why do you want to see him hurt? If someone takes something from you, you're going to feel hurt. You're going to feel empty. So guess what? You're going to want to see that person hurt too. If someone does something to you and they get away from it or they get a nice painless death, nah, you want to see them suffer, bro. It's just how humans are. If someone does something, we want them to get the ultimate pain of hurt too. We want them to feel the ultimate levels of pain, the ultimate levels of hurt. That's what we want. So seeing things like that, it does really make you question, like, why are some people still walking, or why are some people getting the easy way out? Hey, it happens. That's what we have to deal with. That's what we have to deal with. Now, before we get into our transition into sports, man, it's not too much. I want to give a shout out to Joey Badass, okay? Because Joey Badass called him out. All right, if you don't know who Joey Badass is, he is a rapper and an actor in a very good Netflix movie. So definitely, guys, should check that out. Came out a while ago, but he is a rapper, and he ended up calling out Kendrick Lamar, Daylight, a lot of people from the West Coast, just saying like, "Yo, let's get this sparring going. Let's go back and forth. Let's do it." And my lord, we got a lot of diss tracks that came out because of this. That's why I've been busy going on YouTube. We got reactions to all of them. Like I said, Quincy Q2K, selfless plug. Y'all go check me out. But it just shows that real rap is still here. That level of lyricism and level of wordplay, execution, flows, like all of that is being displayed at a very high level when it comes to this. Now, I know rap is very subjective because music is very, very subjective, but there's still professionals in that field. Like, it's not like basketball where you could tell who really is a pro, who's not. Football, you could tell, damn near every sport you could tell. Painters, people who play instruments, like I'm trying to get people who cook. Like, you could tell who's professional at their craft. Rap, you could still be a professional, but it's just very what's the word I'm looking for? Subjective, because you could be very lyrical and know how to freestyle, know how to ride a beat really, really well, right? Someone could say, damn, that's a professional right there. He's a pro. But then you can get your friend on the beat, doesn't really ride the beat, is not lyrical at all, but may just say something that's hot. People may look at him and, oh, shit, he's a professional. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Because you're both rappers. But it's like, you see what I'm saying? The same thing sometimes, not all the time, with acting. Someone can act really good, and you could think they serious. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a pro. No, I think he's just acting. He just love to act, man. You don't worry about him. He ain't no pro. Like, it's certain things you could look at, be like, I don't think these people are pros. You know what I mean? I don't think so. And at the same time, you can say, I think these people are pros. You see? But Joey brought out the best of everybody, I think. We had diss tracks from everybody. It was going left to right, East versus West. It was New York versus LA, the Bronx versus San Francisco. Like, it was getting crazy. It was insane. But it just goes to show, like, that real hip-hop love is still there. It's still there. You know what I mean? Now, I dabble with all type of music. I listen to all of it. I play most music, or I should say play. You know what I'm saying? I rap myself. I do music myself. But I love all type of genres. So I don't hate the new school. I don't hate the old school. I don't have a preference. They're both good to me, right? But you have to appreciate the art itself of what people are able to do with words, what people are able to say with words, how they're able to make similes and metaphors. It's just, that's the pro. That, like, If you want to know what pro rapping is, it's just pro level writing. Being able to make words work together, being able to make similes and metaphors out of nothing, being able to make one word sound like three other words, or the definition of certain words, even though it's the same word, it's a different definition because you said it with a different, like, that's the pro. You know what I mean? And that's what they were doing at Execute. So I just want to give a shout at him because, hey, I was able to upload about like 10 videos back to back to back to back. It was going ham. Had to react to every single one. But I just want to give him that shout out there. Now, before we close out the show, y'all know, like I said, I have to always talk about my sports, man. And I don't know anymore, like, what's happening. I really don't know because the Pacers are killing the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? At the time of recording this, they're up right now still, 82-73. It might be over for them. It's Indiana 2-0, might be 3-0 after I post this. Knicks is choking against the Pacers, or maybe the Pacers are just that nice. You know what I mean? Maybe the Pacers are just that nice. I don't know. You got the Timberwolves, who just ended up dog walking the Thunder by 40 something. So now we gotta say, okay, is Timberwolves gonna make it to the playoffs now, or is the Thunder gonna make it? Is Ant gonna get his first ring? Is Shea gonna get his first ring? It looks like the Halley might get his first ring, Mr. Tyrese Halliburton, because the Knicks can't keep up. It's getting spooky out here, y'all. It's getting spooky. It's getting real crazy. I believe the finals or the playoffs still are happening for hockey. So if you're a hockey guy, I believe your Oilers are still in it. They doing their thing. We don't talk about baseball because the Rockies are trash. Get dog walked every time I look at that damn score. Right. Y'all want to know how bad they lost yesterday? Y'all want to know how bad they got hornswoggled? It was 13-1. All right. 13-1. They won against the Yankees. Then they played the Yankees again, and it was 5-4. I should have bet on it too because they were up. Rockies were up like 2-0. I should have put money on because I knew they were going to lose. I knew it. Blow up the whole organization. They're done. Blow the whole organization up. Shit. You got some news for flag football for the Olympics. Looks like each country could get one representative from a respectful NFL team. So, for your people who are Panamanian, Japanese, Korean, Hawaiian, Russian, whoever it may be, you could go play for your team now for the Olympics. So that's kind of good from there to actually see, all right, there's going to be some nice, there's going to be that's going to be good. You know what I mean? We already know Team USA might smack. It might get ugly. You pick everybody from there, it might get ugly. It might get nasty. Who's going to guard Tyreek Hill? You need him. This is flag football. So it's just being agile. That's going to get serious. This is going to get serious. Now, I know a lot of people don't like flag football, but I think flag football is good because it really tests who's agile enough. Can you create space? You know what I'm saying? So you pick some people who's agile, that actually might be the one to watch. It'll be better than breakdancing, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. So, but yeah, man, like I said, we get the finals coming up soon for the NBA. We just got to see who's going to make it. I'm going Pacers and Timberwolves. That's what I'm thinking. And I think I might go Timberwolves. I think Ant gets it. If Ant doesn't win, and it's going to be Pacers and Thunder, I think I'm going to go Pacers. I don't know. The Pacers are cold. Halliburton, he's been clutch, bro. I think they got statistics 12 or 13 in clutch moments. Bro, that brother's cold. So, yeah, man, we just got to see what's going to happen. But, yeah, like I said, I'm back on schedule now. We're back on track. I came from that cruise, man. It was a carnival cruise, by the way. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It was cool. First cruise. It was nice. I enjoyed the water. I enjoyed the views. I didn't really feel the boat that much. So if you're thinking about going on a cruise, I'll let you know right now that the very front, and the very back of the boat is where you'll feel the most swaying or rocking. You don't really feel it anywhere else. All right, stabilizers are off the charts when it comes to these cruise ships. You barely feel it. So I wouldn't say you need motion sickness pills, but if you really think you may still need it, take them the day before, and you'll be all right. But it was cool. I liked it, man, and I liked it. It was nice. Definitely gonna play another one. This time, I guess I'll keep y'all updated if I can't get the podcast out. But I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for always tuning in to another episode of My Honest Take. I love you guys. I do truly, truly do appreciate it. Continue to show love and support, man. I do plan on constantly releasing more content and better content for you guys. So once again, my name is Quincy. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And I'm out.